The ending to God of War 2018 was one of the most emotional moments in gaming. We reached the peak of all the 9 realms to spread the ashes of Faye, the mother of Atreus and Kratos' wife, as she had requested upon her dying at the very beginning of the game. It also happened after a very emotional journey of personal growth for both our main characters. But just before we spread Faye's ashes in Jotunheim, we see the wall mural with all of the events of the game we just played, plus some past events we never knew about and a damning future prophecy. But most importantly, this mural revealed how Faye, who we now know to be part of the giant race of the Jotnar, heroically led the last remaining giants into Jotunheim from all the 9 realms for safety from the genocidal rampage of the Aesir gods. And it was all written out for us as if it was leading to something big, some big reveal, and instead, all we see are corpses of the giants scattered across the mountains, with no explanation of what happened to them. And then, also nothing else in the story. So the question gamers have been having since this moment is, why were we sent there? Why did Faye wish for her ashes to be scattered specifically here? Well, I believe I, and a bunch of you guys in the comment section of the last couple videos, I believe we have the answer, which ties perfectly into these 2 theory videos that I made here, giving them even more strength. If you haven't seen these videos, click the card up here and you can see all those videos in a playlist and you can get the full force of this theory all together, which I think they're pretty good. So let's talk about my theory. I believe Faye wished for ashes to be scattered specifically here because her ashes will bring back to life the realm of Jotunheim and revive the giants to bring them back for our final fight in Ragnarok, in this timeline with Kratos. That's why at the end of one of the trailers for Ragnarok, we see Agraboda, and the realm behind her is flourishing with plant life and the background is full of living atmosphere. And that's why Faye's ashes glow when we release them at the peak of the mountain. And that is the final part of my theory on what happened and what will happen to the giants. But guys, that is not the end of the theory, because it is also my theory that Faye herself, the warrioress Laufey the Just, will be brought back to life so she can be with her husband and son again. I know, it sounds crazy, but please let me walk you guys through it. What I'm about to read to you guys is a lore marker that I first properly read in the God of War Lore and Legends book, and then later found out it was the last lore journal entry when Atreus inspects one of the walls in the mural cave in Jotunheim, and this is what it says. We see Midgard's fate overrun a second hell. Neither Odin nor his dead may reach Jotunheim. The ways must be shut. The serpent and the guardian remained. They alone shall keep our hope. When doom befalls the indestructible, only then shall the guardian return. Until then, we await a better world. One without fear, without greed, without war. We wait for deliverance and justice. We wait for a champion. We will wait for word that gods grow good. I think for sure this means Faye is coming back in God of War Ragnarok. The first part, we see Midgard's fate overrun a second hell. Neither Odin nor his dead may reach Jotunheim. The ways must be shut. The serpent and the guardian remained. Clearly referencing Fimbulwinter and all of the Jotnar retreating to Jotunheim, except for the serpent, Jormungandr, and the guardian, which must be Faye. They alone shall keep hope. Then it goes on to say, when doom befalls the indestructible, this is referring to Baldur as he was referred as that before, who we defeated in the last game. And then it goes on to say, only then the guardian shall return. The return of the guardian. I completely believe that means Faye is coming back in some way, and I believe the other giants are coming back to life also, through her ashes, through magic, and to lead her people alongside Kratos so they can create a better world, one without fear, without greed, without war. We wait for deliverance and justice. We wait for a champion. Kratos, come on! We wait for gods that grow good. Talking about our god of war, who will have grown more than any god has ever over the course of both games. Faye is coming back, guys. There's no other way for us to interpret this. At least I don't think there is another way for us to interpret this. If you guys do interpret it another way, feel free to drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you think of my theory. If you've got a better version of interpretation here, I'd love to hear it. That would be so cool. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, boys.